today I wanted to share a quote from Evelyn D. Springfield. Put this up in Rumi and Spiritual Quotes. So listen to the words, because this is about the hummingbird, and the hummingbird is a beautiful symbol of peace in spiritual symbolism. But I want to read you before we start, and the cover for this artwork by Lauren is absolutely beautiful as well, bright like sunshine, and kind of spark those images in your mind before we start our meditation, our global meditation today for peace, as it's Earth Day, sending out love for the rest of the world. But just have a little listen to this. According to an old Native American legend, one day there was a big fire in the forest. All the animals fled in terror in all directions because it was very violent fire. Suddenly, the jaguar saw a hummingbird passing over his head, but in the opposite direction. The hummingbird flew towards the fire. Whatever happened, he wouldn't stop. Moments later, the jaguar saw him pass again. This time, in the same direction as the jaguar was walking. He could observe this coming and going until he decided to ask the bird about it, because it seemed very bizarre behaviour. "What are you doing, hummingbird?" he asked. "I am going to the lake," he answered. "I drink water with my beak and throw it on the fire. It chokes me up every time." The jaguar laughed. "Are you crazy? Do you really think that you can put out that big fire on your own with a very small beak?" "No," said the hummingbird. "I know I can't, but," it's without crying, "but the forest is my home. It feeds me. It shelters me and my family. I am very grateful for that. And I help the forest grow by pollinating its flowers. I am part of her, and the forest is part of me. I know I can't put out the fire, but I must do my part." And the moment the forest spirits who listened to the hummingbird were moved, my emotions and the feel of the love were moved just like the spirits. Moved by the bird and its devotion to the forest, miraculously they sent a torrent of a downpour, which put an end to the great fire. The Native American grandmother would occasionally tell this story to their grandchildren, then conclude with, "Do you want to attract miracles in your life? Do your part. You have no responsibility to save the world or find the solution to all problems, but to attend to your particular personal corner of the universe. As each person does that, the world saves itself." Now, many a time my partner had said, "Why do you do these meditations if you have one or two people watching?" And it's the same as the hummingbird, sending out that intent. That's my little bit, to send out love to the world. And each of us that do that, as we take action in our own life, to send love and intention, first in gratitude to our body, to the things around us, the people around us and our loved ones, it sends ripples. And the more ripples of us, the more of us that do that can really have an impact. One person in alignment has the energy that's in frequency higher than many. So in our meditation today, I invite you to do that. And we're going to do some little tapping movements. I'm going to take you through our normal guided meditation, but I'd like to bring that beautiful vision of the hummingbird with its little bit of water that it's throwing down on that fire, for the fires in this world. Fires energetically, fires emotionally, aggression and stuff. For us to be sending that little bit of water with instead liquid love light plasma, which is very powerfully raining down right now energetically. Putting it through as we tap through some of our meridians, the meridians of the earth, allowing it to go deep into the soil in our thankfulness for this beautiful world, for beautiful creatures like the hummingbird, for the amazing flowers. Bring your emotions not in sadness to those things that you want to shift, but instead in the things you love, like the dolphins swimming in the beautiful energy in the sea, like the flowers and the buds as they open, the magnolia tree in my garden, for example, the flowers and the little herb garden I've created that's for my family to eat. Little things, incrementation, turn into big wings, like the butterfly as it flaps its wings, creating a tornado. We can do the same as we come together with intention. So today's session is not about a healing for us, because we remember that we are whole and we are healed, and that we are part of this beautiful planet that we live on. The crystals deep into the earth, along with the sky, that greenery, the forests, the oceans. So I invite you to close your eyes, to get into a heart coherence of your mind, body, and go on a little journey with me. So closing the eyes down if it's safe to do so, or just listening, bringing what my words evoke to the surface, bringing your own images to the surface, just gently closing the eyes down, bringing your awareness to the breath as you breathe in through the nose and out through the nose, not through the mouth. Just gently, slowly in, starting with a nice qigong breath. Take your awareness to the belly, breathing in, filling the belly. Then take it to the diaphragm as the breathing in again, and then again to the lungs, and then exhaling through the nose as you slowly exhale and feel that contraction. So again, breathe in. 1, 2, 3, breathe in. 1, 2, 3, breathe in. 1, 2, 3, exhale slowly, 9. And again, breathing in. 3, 3, 3. And out. Now, if the 9 count breath is too much, you do you. Maybe it's 1 breath for here, 1 for here, 1 for here, and 3 out. Do what's right for you. And as you continue with that breath, I want you to think of all the things you love about nature, about this planet. Whether it's looking up at the night sky and seeing the galaxy that we float on in this beautiful green marble in this galaxy that we are. Whether it's seeing the blue skies, the reflection in the air, the clouds, the mists in the morning, the air, whether it's the dew, the early morning sun as it sparkles through lights on the plants, or filtering across a stream, dappled light on the ocean, or on a mountain, lake, or waterfall, creating rainbows in light. The smell of the grass, the earth, and that musky smell in the forest, seeing mosses and mushrooms and fungi, all working together in their lovely ecosystems, from a rainforest to the desert, to its aridness and beauty, and the windswept plains, or the soft grains of sand in the deserts, with animals sheltering beneath it, the crystals deep in the earth and the magma, the energy bubbling up, the steam from the calderas, from the volcanoes, creating new life. Nature in its magnificence, from those steam funnels at the bottom of the oceans, to the fish, the mammals, those lovely light things you see in the depths of the oceans, in their own light show, deep down in the depths. The plants that grow on the ocean and the seaweeds and the fish swimming, to the insects on the trees, the worms in the soil creating and turning over to create new minerals for the plants to draw up. As we go down deep, imagine you're going deep like roots of a tree. We find that which needs clearing, the minerals down there, the soil coming up to the surface. The water as it goes through you, as it is in your cells, so too in the cells of the earth, in the oceans, in the air particles that we breathe. And with that, take a deep breath in through the nose and out, this time through the mouth, and take the sound of H-A, the sound of the heart, releasing with the hands coming up the side. Breathe in and down the central column. Release any tension in your body and link that to releasing the tension in this earth in an easy way, not in a forced way, but and now go to a place in nature that you feel safe, that brings lovely memories. Maybe there's butterflies, maybe it's a waterfall, maybe you're swimming in a beautiful mountain crystal cool lake. But I want you to bring your attention wherever you are to the spirit of the hummingbird. The hummingbird, as she brings the energy, just like in the story, she picks up water. This water is energetical water of diamond liquid plasmic light. And she throws it down firstly over you to go and to sink into you wherever you need it. And I want you to feel it, and you can take your hands up to the top of your head. You can keep the eyes closed if you want, just at the center, which we call our Bhagavad point, and just gently tapping as if you're feeling little raindrops of that water, liquid plasma coming through, going straight through to the nervous system and going through your meridians, which is the central point they meet. And you can rub the fingers through the hair as if you're rubbing those droplets and massaging them into the head. They're sinking into the skull, into the mind. Take the fingertips to the forehead and tapping, feeling it sinking into your forehead and letting go of any thought forms that aren't serving us, of any patterns and stories no longer serving us, for humanity and for us, for we are reflection on the micro-macro. And as we shift, so does the collective, taking that down to the temples and tapping and saying to yourself, if you feel called to, I'm open and receptive to the highest aspect of my soul, taking and tapping gently under the eyes. I feel like the raindrops as I tap through the lines of my cheek. I know all is well in this moment, going beneath the nose, just above the mouth and the lip. I feel I have, I am, I know, I see. This desire for peace, come round to under the chin, is here now within my cells. And then tapping just on the chest. If you feel down, you don't need to open your eyes. The little bony bits just coming down and gently on the thymus or K27 for kidneys. Feeling as you tap here, an awareness of the clearing within the body, of your physical body and the body of our earth. Wherever it needs to clear, it's clearing, but not harshly, not forced, just gently. And then bringing the hands down to just at the side of the armpits and tapping gently, and then coming down and tapping. And as you tap, feel as though you're tapping not just through your meridians and not just your acupressure points, but the points within the earth that need to have a little wake up. So we're going to gently wake it up.
No, said the hummingbird. I know I can't, but the forest is my home. It feeds me, it shelters me and my family. I am very grateful for that, and I help the forest grow by pollinating its flowers. I am part of her and the forest is part of me. I know I can't put out the fire, but I must do my part.
Let's do our part. And coming down to the belly and gently tapping on the belly. This is how we digest, digesting what's happening, any shifts, without judgment of ourselves, of others. And just tapping on the knees, the masculine and the feminine, bringing all into balance in the body and all into balance around us on the micro, just like the hummingbird with its little bit, it doing its little part, you two doing your little part, and then tapping on the side of the knees. This is a lovely meridian point here. Breathing in fresh chi, prana, ki, whatever you, whether it's Reiki you or the prana, the life force energy. As we do so, those air particles, those water particles we breathe in, the inside leg, at the inside of the knee. We're bringing that awareness to the whole body and just on the top of the knee. And relax the hands down into the lap. And just feel like the hummingbird is flying around. It's sharing its beautiful colours and its wisdom. And as I said, it's scooping up the liquid diamond DNA plasmic energy that's flowing not just through you, in your awareness, through your mind, but through the collective, through the lines of the earth. And I'd like to also bring in a beautiful dragon. The same through the dragon, what word of being called the dragon lines, they are new birthing, new lines of energy as we shift. Visualize, just imagine, if you will, if that doesn't resonate, that wonderful light energy is flowing where it needs to go as we thank all elements of nature, of the nature of humanity, how it's been, what we've been through, letting go of our judgment and going beyond that, going to the highest perspective. These creatures that we bring in, they're high, they fly high, they see from above where we can't see when we're down here. They have that ability to see, foresight, bringing in the ancient wisdoms, calling in your own guides to say thank you to all aspects, to that fairy-like, that mermaid-like aspect that's there from Tara, from Gaia, from the levels, different levels. You might think of layers, dimensions, or just beautiful imagined places, whatever resonates. Allowing the magic, the sense of all of that mysticism and mystic to fill your heart with joy and the joy of nature as we are in appreciation on this day for the blessings that nature gives, even too in our awareness of the sacred aspects of it, the awareness of the things that we may be losing and the fear of losing them. It's just to wake us up, to shake us like the tapping, to shift, to come back, because it is beauty. Its beauty is immense. It can touch your soul. In Tleshka, allow that essence, the neurons of the planet are singing to you right now. And just, I'm going to go quiet in words and express with sound. Allow colours to flow and images of nature, and just let the sounds of my soul as my heart resonates to just form around you, to bounce off of you for whatever it needs, to allow for your heart to sing in its own way. Feel the energy of the dolphins, of the fairies, and the butterfly like and hummingbird. Tap, if you will, the ends of your fingers to wake up your meridians as the meridians of the earth wake. All of the guardians are here present on the earth. They are working or playing through the fields of the energy and of all living things. Including the crystals of your technology. For everything has beauty and spirit. Feel the joy in all. The minerals in everything. Let go of your duality of bad, good. Go beyond. See from above as the hummingbird flies around the earth in Doneshka. I invite you to send that intention from your heart to do the same on this day of the earth. That every day is a day for earth, for we are all earth, we are all minerals, we are all water, fire, spirit, air, Dila lukna skila knurukne laknaisti the ether elatura knish and essence indura kitanalaku esanarakniga laknukruki ukudnia takaneshkurenakna eshkurekani turukunakishkanakana ukuturakaniket kurukishk eknakani turukna elaknukrishka. Whether you fly through the water with the dolphins or high with the winds with the dragon and the hummingbird, feel the beauty of this moment in your heart, and that will resonate as it sings your song of frequency. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And the Elaknishka, Gaia, and the grandmother nature, Elaturlaknia, through the Taurus, through the crystals. Hear them sound and they sing. Take a deep breath in and feel all of the images, all the sounds, everything that's flowing to you that you're feeling right now. And know it resonates. As it resonates within my heart, it resonates within the earth and the heart of the earth. As too for you. Elaturanash, eladanuro. Ehehenai toro lokumia. Ehetayu lokorororaya. Ehenia hayetiaya odo. Hetayati alania ho. Ehi hayetu noko lokokiaya. Thank you to the ancient wisdom within the cells of the planet and the body and the atoms and more in product. Yes, bringing it back as we send that intention, we feel it ripple around the earth where it needs to be, where it needs to go. Just like the hummingbird, whether it is just me saying it or many. Earth hears, spirit hears, the highest aspect of the soul of all hears, whatever you name that. Thank you. My light is bowing to the light of this earth, this sun, this star that we are on, in Daishka that we are in, that we are. Thank you for joining me. Bring your hands back to your knees if they're not, and gently tap the body, gently tap all around the arms, the elbows. We need to tap in to the backs of the wrists. You can slowly open your eyes in your own time, knocking the wrists together, bring the hands together and tap, and then move them one finger over and tap and move again, tapping, rubbing the hands together, and take it from the chin up, over, round the backs, come down and around and just sweep off. Thanking you and thanking you for joining me. Love and blessings in your now moment. Have a beautiful day. Do something for nature today, even if it's something you don't do all the time, especially if it's something you don't do all the time. Be it try and do zero waste today, or do something different for today to honour nature. Take a walk, take your shoes off and walk barefoot, whatever you feel resonates with your heart. I will pop this up. Please like and share with anyone you feel would benefit and that has that respect and that reverence for nature, but feeling it in your heart. Blessings for your day. Thank you for joining me and for sending healing intention. to this wonderful world we live in. It may not seem that way, and I'm not blind to what's going on. I just want you to focus your energy on this to help offset that. Just like hummingbird, what's those words? You have no responsibility to save the world or to find the solutions to all the problems, because when we're in that heart, those solutions will just come. But to attend to your particular personal corner of the universe, as each person does that, the world saves itself. Thank you for joining me. Blessings.